What if I told you there's a country in Europe where retirees enjoy world-class healthcare, stunning medieval castles, modern cities, and efficient trains that can take you anywhere in minutes while remaining on schedule, but that almost no one talks about it as a retirement destination? That country is Germany, and today I'm going to help you decide if you could actually retire here comfortably and affordably. Welcome back to Retire Without Borders, the channel where I uncover the smartest, safest, and most affordable places in the world for Americans to retire abroad. If you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss guides that could literally change your future. Now, most retirees looking at Europe think Spain, Portugal, or Italy when they look for places to move. And yes, I have guides for each of those countries. Just click on the link in the description or above to take you directly to those videos. But Germany? Most people don't think of this beautiful country. It rarely makes the list of places people think to retire. And that is a huge missed opportunity. I studied in Germany in university, and yes, I actually took classes in a 16th century castle. And later I've traveled throughout the country by train. I also worked at a German grocery store during a summer break. In this video, I'll break down exactly what it costs to live here, how the healthcare system works, how you need to navigate the visa rules, taxes, lifestyle, safety, and more. And stick around until the end, because I'll reveal one unexpected benefit that Germany offers retirees that very few countries in the world can match. Let's start with the big question: can you actually afford it? Germany is not bargain basement cheap like parts of Southeast Asia or Latin America. However, when compared to US cities, the costs might surprise you. I love Germany. Like I stated, I studied in a town in southwestern Germany in 1990. I have traveled throughout the country, both east and west, and was constantly amazed how beautiful it was. I could very easily see myself retiring in Germany. In smaller towns or mid-sized cities like Leipzig or Dresden, a one-bedroom apartment rents for around $800 to $1,100 a month. Your utilities and internet will be inexpensive also. Expect another $200 a month. Groceries are 20 to 30% cheaper than in the US, and eating out at a casual restaurant costs about $15 per person. And speaking of food, Germany has many different flavors. One of the joys of retiring in Germany is discovering how each region tells its story through food. In the south, Bavaria and Baden-Württemberg are known for hearty comfort. Think roast pork with dumplings, soft pretzels, and golden wheat beers enjoyed in leafy beer gardens. Head north, and you'll taste the influence of the sea. Fresh herring, smoked salmon, and stews like Labskaus, shaped by centuries of seafaring life. The east, in places like Saxony and Thuringia, brings classic sausages, potato dishes, and sweet pastries, traditions that feel both rustic and familiar. Meanwhile, the west, along the Rhine, celebrates rich wines, mild cheeses, and international flavors drawn from France and the Low Countries. Wherever you go, German cuisine offers balance: simple, seasonal, and deeply regional. A perfect reflection of the country's way of life. So you ask, how much is all of this goodness going to cost me? Well, even in Munich or Berlin, where rents are higher, the overall monthly budget for a single retiree can be between $1,800 and $2,400. That's still less than you're spending in New York, San Francisco, or Boston. Now let's talk about housing. Depending on where you decide to live, Germany offers an incredible variety of climates. In the south, cities like Munich and Stuttgart blend mountain views with crisp alpine air and 4 distinct seasons, perfect if you enjoy mild summers and snowy winters. Move north toward Hamburg or Bremen, and you'll find a cooler maritime climate, with gentle summers and overcast days shaped by the North Sea breeze. In the east, cities like Leipzig and Dresden offer a balanced mix. Continental weather with warm, sunny summers and cozy winters, all at some of Germany's most affordable housing prices. And along the Rhine, in Cologne or Dusseldorf, you'll experience moderate weather year-round, thriving culture, and easy access to the rest of Europe. Wherever you go, Germany offers comfort, stability, and a climate for every kind of retirement dream. Now, if you're thinking of buying property, here's where Germany differs from Southern Europe. In Germany, a greater percentage of people live in apartments or multifamily buildings. In fact, more than 60% of Germans live in apartments. Germany is traditionally a renter's market. The majority of locals rent rather than own. You can buy real estate as a foreigner, but prices are high in major cities. Berlin averages around 560 per square foot, while smaller towns can be a fraction of that. The upside is that rental laws are strict and tenant-friendly. Leases are secure, rent increases are regulated, and you don't need to worry about being priced out unexpectedly. For retirees who prefer stability, this can be a huge plus. If you're budgeting for a move to Stuttgart in southwest Germany, expect to pay around $1,100 per month for a standard unfurnished apartment in a decent area. You can expect to pay more in well-connected or premium districts. In Berlin, the same size apartment will be between $1,200 to $2,500 per month for a standard unfurnished apartment in a decent area. If you prefer a central area, then expect $1,400 per month. Now, if you don't mind living in one of the former East German cities, such as Leipzig or Dresden, you can reasonably expect to pay no more than $725 to $850 per month for a similar apartment. Okay, what about actually staying here long-term? Germany doesn't have a retirement visa specifically, but Americans can apply for a residence permit under what's known as the Residence for Financially Independent Persons. You'll need to prove you have steady income or savings, usually around $2,000 per month for singles or $3,000 for couples. Once granted, the residence permit allows you to live in Germany and even travel freely within what is called the Schengen Zone. The Schengen Zone is a group of 27 European countries where residents, including Americans, can travel. You can even stay up to 3 months in one of the countries visa-free. After 5 years of residency, you can apply for permanent residency. And after about 8 years, you can even apply for German citizenship if you meet the requirements. Now here is where Germany shines. Its healthcare system is consistently ranked among the best in the world. As a student, I had complete medical coverage and found going to a doctor easy and convenient. As a resident, you'll need health insurance, either public or private. Public insurance costs around 14% of your income, but retirees on pensions or Social Security often opt for private insurance, which can run $200 to $400 per month depending on age and coverage. The trade-off? Well, you get excellent access to the German medical system. Doctors are highly trained, facilities are modern, and wait times are short compared to other European systems. Plus, many providers speak English, especially in larger cities. Speaking of which, do you need to learn German? Well, yes, you do. Sure, you can get by speaking mostly English, especially in the larger cities, but becoming proficient in German goes a long way towards helping you integrate into society. Even the most awful butchering of the German language will help out. Of course, like in many countries, the Germans don't actually speak German to each other, but rather they speak one of dozens of German-like regional dialects. You don't need to learn those, don't worry. All Germans learn High German in school, in addition to their dialect. Now let's discuss your safety, as we're all getting older. We want to be sure we are fairly safe wherever we live. Germany is a very safe country overall. Violent crime rates are low, gun laws are strict, and petty theft is far less of a concern than in southern European tourist hotspots like Italy or Spain. Cities like Munich, Hamburg, and Frankfurt consistently rank among the safest in the world. For retirees looking for peace of mind, Germany delivers. Now let's address the elephant in the room: language. German is not the easiest language to pick up, and outside major cities, English is less common than in Portugal or the Netherlands. In German, there are 16 ways to say the word "the." But here's the flip side. Learning even a little German opens up a culture that's rich, orderly, and welcoming. From beer gardens in Bavaria to classical music in Leipzig to Christmas markets in Frankfurt, Germany offers retirees endless cultural immersion. And for those who crave international connections, big expat communities thrive in Berlin, Munich, and Frankfurt. Also, don't forget that both NATO and the United States have military bases in various locations around Germany, increasing the number of non-Germans living in those areas. Now let's talk taxes and finance. This is where things get tricky. If you're a US citizen living in Germany, you're subject to German income tax as a resident. Rates are progressive, up to 45% for high earners. But Germany and the US have a treaty which helps avoid double taxation. Social Security is taxable in Germany, but pensions and retirement accounts are taxed depending on how they're structured. It's complex, but many retirees find that after credits and deductions, their tax burden is manageable. Still, this is an area where you'll want a tax professional who understands both systems to walk you through the process. Otherwise, you could find yourself paying more than you need to. Now let's talk about Germany's climate and geography. Germany is a land of contrasts. Northern Germany has cooler, wetter weather, while the south enjoys warmer summers and alpine scenery. Where I lived in the southwest, I often found myself wearing shorts and a t-shirt from spring to late summer. By contrast, winters can be cold and gray, especially in Berlin or Hamburg. But if you love four seasons, colorful autumns, snowy winters, and sunny summers, Germany delivers. And with the Alps, the Black Forest, and the Rhine Valley, natural beauty is never far away. Picture walking out from your apartment to a green and dense forest with walking paths and beautiful scenery. And Rhineland wine. Germany is actually a fairly large wine producer. If there's one thing Germany is famous for, it's efficiency. The train system is extensive, highways are modern, and airports connect you across Europe in just hours. Ever hear of the Autobahn? Yeah, you can drive your Porsche as fast as you want in certain areas. Also, internet and utilities are reliable, more so than in many US states. And healthcare infrastructure is top-notch. Compared to many countries, retirees find the daily living experience smooth and stress-free. So what is life really like here in Germany? In Germany, you'll find a blend of modern convenience and old-world charm. Germany has all of the modern conveniences you expect, having lived in the US. Yet, they are a country which has been in the same area for well over 1,000 years. As such, they have a fantastic mix of old and modern. You can go shopping at weekly outdoor markets. You can enjoy sipping coffee at street-side cafes with beautiful scenery. You can even join local clubs and community groups. These are all part of daily life for retirees in Germany. One thing to note, Sundays are quiet. Germans take their rest seriously, so most shops closed. This may seem like an inconvenience to those of us brought up in our always-on life, but this pause gives retirees time to slow down and enjoy nature, family, and community. If you value order, safety, and cultural richness, Germany is hard to beat. The pace is calmer than the US, but not as laid back as Southern Europe. Think structured, dependable, and comfortable. So, can you really retire comfortably in Germany?
Absolutely. If you're looking for world-class healthcare, safety, and a stable, relaxed, structured lifestyle.
It's not the cheapest option in Europe, but for retirees who value security and quality of life, it just might be the perfect fit. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Would you choose Germany, or do you prefer somewhere sunnier and cheaper like Spain or Portugal? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Retire Without Borders, and don't forget to download your free Retirement Abroad Starter Pack at retirewithoutborders.net. It's packed with tools to help you plan your journey. Click the link above to find out how to protect your identity while traveling or living overseas.